as one of the great ladies of the WA turf. The legendary Marjorie Charlson. Gate Spring, often racing. How's the Serenity out like a flash for Watson? Won the start over Zoo Shine, Gunmetal Grey and Express Time. Easing back is Angelic Miss, and settling down last is Vital Flirt. And so as they settle properly here at the 900, how's the Serenity in driving rain? Leads the way from Zoo Shine. Over on the inside, Express Time at the 800. Strode to third inside of Gunmetal Grey. Behind them under restraint from Carberry, Angelic Miss about 3 or 4 lengths off its pacemaker. Stablemate, how's the Serenity, and Vital Flirt down on her inside. They leave the riverside of the track at the 550, and so the favourite, how's the Serenity, about to open up for Watson. Leads Zoo Shine to the turn. Express Time is running third over on the inside from Gunmetal Grey, and 2 lengths Angelic Miss and Vital Flirt. How's the Serenity, nursed into the home straight, quickly puts up 2 lengths. Zoo Shine drops off. Express Time gets clear. It's how's the Serenity at the 175. Gunmetal Grey coming down the outside with a run. How's the Serenity, 100 to go. Gunmetal Grey picking ground off it. Angelic Miss runs on. How's the Serenity? Gunmetal Grey. Gunmetal Grey on the outside of how's the Serenity in a bob and go. Very tight finish with Angelic Miss third. Express Time ran fourth, followed by Zoo Shine and Vital Flirt. The judge will look at the photo here. Gunmetal Grey goes to how's the Serenity, right at the dying stages, and will get the bob. Gunmetal Grey, Joey Azzopardi breaks this wretched Ascot hoodoo. 15 previous attempts here without able to win one. A bridesmaid 5 times, but today clinches the Marjorie Charlson Classic in the last gasp. Half ahead the margin with the length second and third. How's the Serenity? Did all of the running, dragged them into the straight for a long, long way. Angelic Miss down the outside, ran on. Didn't seem as though she was going to threaten a victory. And Express Time is fourth home. In 1:10.04, it's 5:3.14. Gunmetal Grey the winner. By Bradbury's Luck out of Metallic Storm for Tony Patrizzi. And also Yarradale, managed by Lynn Sayers, trained by Ross Price, ridden by Smoke and Joe Azzopardi. Takes out race 4 this afternoon over How's the Serenity by Magnus from Sweet Serenity, Simon Miller, Holly Watson, Angelic Miss, the Savabeel, Angelica Hall mare, Pat Carberry for Simon Miller in third place, and back there fourth home was 4. Sectional is 33.91, so Gunmetal Grey, it was able to tack up on the back of them in that 1-1 trail. How's the Serenity kicking clear, and she'd got away, but Gunmetal Grey really put the long ones in late, and it was only right on the post that she got the bob to get there under the vigour of Joe Azzopardi to claim victory. That being her 4th from 32, so she doesn't win out of turn. She's never until today been able to win one at headquarters, but she does claim How's the Serenity to win the Marjorie Charlson Classic. The next event, race 5, the Crown Towers over 1800, 4 Travel Warning and 8 Fryer the Gun. Both are out. A pay 1 to 7 starters to do battle in the first leg of the quaddie. And undercover, let's go down to Brittany after the victory here of Gunmetal Grey, and she finally is able to get the Ascot Monkey off her back.
Indeed, it's hard to believe, Ross. 15 starts prior here at Ascot, and she'd never won a race here, and today was her day.
It was her day, but by gee, she's run some good races here at the same time, but just hasn't quite been able to get there. But just great to see her get there today, especially in a race like the Marjorie Charlson, which, you know, a lot of us, especially the older brigade, just know what a super lady she was.
Absolute trailblazer at the time, wasn't she? And everyone placed so much credit on Marjorie for making the Ascot Carnival what it was.
Absolutely. Just remember when I started, like, she was just synonymous with that era, and just getting it off the ground and just building it to what it is today.
Great golden era that they talk about. Wish I was around to have seen it, to be honest. What about Gunmetal Grey? She's been such a brave mare when we look at her most recent runs, a consistent run of 4ths, which must be a little bit frustrating. I know she has that black type placing on her name already, but so close, yet so far when you've got a mare.
Absolutely, and And she's such a lovely horse, the easiest horse to train. You know, the hardest job is keeping weight off her, but I mean, she's just such a lady and does everything you ask her, and she gives her all the time. And a lot of those force, they're in good races too, like Bunbury Stakes and the Chaff City, and they're just good races, you know. So yeah, look, she just deserves every bit of this today.
Speaking of what someone deserves, a lot of accolades have come on you recently with the Bunbury redevelopment. We had Holly Palmer win a race earlier. We know that everyone's training out of your property. Does it give you satisfaction when some of those local trainers who are using your property are able to win here at Ascot?
Oh, absolutely. Just, you know, when that all started, I thought, well, you know, the trainers are going to do it really tough down there with nowhere to work, and I had a pretty reasonable track, and got the stewards out there and they had a look and they said, yes, you know, this could be a goer. So we went with it, and it's just worked so well. Well, that's 3 out of the first 4 races today all come off our track. Bruce Watkins as well, of course, in the second race, and Holly Palmer in the first one. So they've just kept turning the winners off there, and it's kept them going all the time. So no, they've done really well, and I'm just very pleased that, you know, getting towards the end of my career, but I'm going to be able to do a bit more for the racing. So it's been good to me over the time. So to give a bit back, it's been really good.
It's extraordinary. 3 of the first 4 winners here today from your track. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much.
There is Ross Price, and so generous to have opened his track to everyone. Let's get a word from Joey as a party.
Well, Joey, if there was a mare out there today that deserved to pick up one of these feature races with a bit of a name to it, it's a mare like her, because she's a trier.
Yeah, 100%. She's one of the most honest mares I've ridden, I think. And like you said, she really deserved that win today. She's been close in a few black type races, but to get that black type win against her name today, she really deserves it.
What about in the run? It looked like you lobbed a nice spot, 1 out, 1 back.
Yeah, she could settle back a bit further than that, especially over the 1200, but able to really switch on out of the machine, and she held that spot 1-1 quite nicely. And was pretty confident on straightening, but she took a little bit to get there. Obviously, has her serenity is pretty sharp, but she did a good job.
You see Playhouse Patron as a live player in tomorrow's derby?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, we know he's a bit of a tricky horse to ride, so we need things to go our way, but the small field of only 8 really suits, and I think he won a huge race.
How do you attack the vicious rumour that says you were the worst golfer out there during the week?
Hey, look, I had a crack. I've only been playing the last few weeks, but I got a long way to go.
You'd have me covered. Well done, Joe.
Cheers, mate.
There is Joey as a party, and Lockie said he was unlucky enough to lob Joey in his golf team yesterday and said he was dismal, his performance. Lucky is a little bit better on top of a horse. Gunmetal Grey winning the Marjorie Charleston Classic.
Let's see where it takes us. I got real big plans, baby, for you and me. So love me for who I am and for who I'm gonna be. Ain't got everything you want, but got everything you need. So take a chance on me. I got real big plans, baby, for